Welcome to the channel. It's AlmightyDen and I'm back again. Today I'm here to give you an update on VVS Finance and Crypto.com. Now, as of recently, we know that the crypto market has been pulling back, but now we're starting to have a bit of a bounce. We're getting a little bit of relief. And for me, Crypto.com and VVS Finance are long-term plays, so I'm always looking to add on dips and major pullbacks to key support levels. Now, I did say that it was possible. I did believe it was possible for Crypto.com, aka CRO to reach the 22 cent level, because I thought this was a major support level where it broke out. It reached 32, 33, you know what I mean? So that's close. That's close to 25 for sure, 8 cents away. That's not a big deal. That is very close, so it definitely could have hit that, but Bitcoin had a bounce, so all the other cryptocurrencies had some relief. If you can see right here, Bitcoin bounced, so that pretty much saved a lot of other cryptocurrencies from coming down even lower. But it was very close to that, and now we're back above 50 cents. I still think that this thing is at a major discount from the all-time highs that it reached of about $1.99. Pretty much 50% off right there. And if you like 50% off sales, then you know, and you want to be smart when entering your crypto and averaging down, then you know this is an opportunity. But you know what I'm saying, I still want to see where it's heading over the next few days, over the next couple of weeks, because this bounce, it maybe could be a dead cat bounce for Bitcoin. Maybe some support buyers stepped in and influenced this bounce a lot, but I want to see if it's going to be sustained, form a new level of support. I wouldn't even mind seeing a retest in its 30-cent range and then a bounce from there to give me a bit more confirmation. But that's only to be determined, because we're still in a downtrend. Make no mistake, even though we're having a bounce, if you look at the big picture, we're still in a downtrend right here. And even if you look at Bitcoin, you can still kind of see, like, yeah, it's trying to reverse here, but I need a little bit more conviction from the chart before I can say, all right, we're back in a bullish trend. It's looking like we're reversing right now, but right now it's just simply looking like a bounce. But I still do like to see the cryptocurrencies bounce, because I didn't want to see this thing just free fall all the way through. I thought in its 35,000, 33,000 range we get some support, because we had some support down over here, and it held up above 30,000, so that's what I would like to see. And we're back at 44,000 on Bitcoin, so that's very bullish. Well, not necessarily bullish, but that's very good for the rest of the market that it's back above 40,000. The higher Bitcoin goes, a lot of these other players will continue to go higher as well. But keep in mind, we do like Crypto.com. Crypto.com is about, let's see, it's number 16 on CoinMarketCap.com at 12 billion, almost $13 billion market cap. And I believe that it has BNB potential, even maybe potential to surpass BNB, which is at 69, almost 70 billion. So for that to catch that, that's a lot of multiples of increases, and I think it can even surpass it given the marketing that it's been having. It's been growing exponentially fast, almost 2 million followers on Twitter. A lot of partnerships. They have partnerships with F1. Crypto.com Arena, where the Lakers play. That's the name of their arena. It was Staples Center. I believe they're getting a Super Bowl commercial as well. They had a partnership with LeBron James and one of their foundations. Got UFC partnerships. They have a lot of partnerships and marketing, and it doesn't seem like it is slowing down at all. So with this type of push behind Crypto.com, I'm definitely bullish on the coin itself long term. I do think that it could possibly flip BNB at some point, especially if Bitcoin gets back to all-time highs. I think this thing could absolutely go on a monster run. And what I like even more about it is you can buy it, you can earn it, and you can farm it on VVS Finance in the meantime and earn some VVS Finance passively through yield farms. So if you go to VVS Finance, we can see that the price is back in the fours. It's at 0.00004. So this bounced as well. It was in the low threes. I believe it maybe even hit the twos, but it had a nice little bounce. So some of the APRs came down because more people adding more liquidity to the pools. That's what's driving some of these prices down for the APRs or percentages down. But it was still earning this thing passively. You got the Crodash VVS pair paying out 127% APR. You got the VVS USDT pair paying out about 129% APR. That's good passive income, sort of a hedge for some of the crypto drops, especially. And you know, I know a lot of people ask about impermanent loss and how that's going down, but they are, if you go to VVS Finance, they are working to help combat impermanent loss. They have a tweet right here. It says, "No one likes impermanent loss." That's why we're excited to introduce Pool Insight and Smart liquidity pool removal beta to combat it, view your liquidity info and target conditions for LP removal while it's still earning VVS rewards. So that'll help mitigate some of the impermanent loss, which I've experienced as well. But seeing as how I'm earning my VVS finance passively, that has mitigated some of that impermanent loss, since I got some of those such high percentage is on my VVS, so that's a good thing. And they're continuing to develop on VVS finance, and the network itself is growing. They're building on the Kronos network is definitely growing, has surpassed 2 billion in TVL. Says shout out to our top builders in the Kronos ecosystem, with VVS finance being the first one that they mentioned. So that is honestly a very good thing. So to know that we're very early on VVS finance, that's what I want to point out to you guys, is that this is a very early play. And so volatility is to be expected. That's why I really wasn't too concerned with all the price drops, because the coin itself is very cheap. I understand. I've read the documents. I understand that they'll be halving the coins that they put out each year, so I get that already. But this is an opportunity to get into a good solid play for me and earn it passively just by sitting and let there collect. And I'm going to look up maybe some years from now, and I want it to be a multi-bagger. I want this to be a multi-bagger play for not just me, but you guys as well. And even if you go to scroll up, you see almost at about 70,000 followers. The thing has been growing. I have been watching it grow, and I do believe that this could be a very profitable play long term, especially. I mean, even the website itself has been growing. They continue to add different cryptocurrencies that a lot of us are aware of. We know about Link, Luna, Ethereum, Dogelon Mars, Dogecoin, Beefy Finance, crypto.com, a lot of these plays. But keep in mind, one of the most important things to me is that it's backed and supported by crypto.com. It's backed and supported by crypto.com, which is a very good platform to trade cryptocurrencies on. And we see how they've been promoting their own coin itself, and that has been going very well. We're still in the early scheme of things, in my opinion. I mean, if you look at the chart has only been since about August for crypto.com. VVS finance dropped in like November, so we're still very early in these plays. So this type of volatility is something that you could definitely expect, but it has a lot of room to simply only catch BNB, which is a competitor. That is what I like to see. BNB is a top 4 cryptocurrency at 70 billion. So if crypto.com is at 13 billion, let's just round it down to about 10. So it would have to nearly 7x to catch up to BNB. 7x the profits, which would mean this would be what, $3 and like kind of close to like $3.50. 7 times 5 is 35. So yeah, it'd be $3.50 right there. So that would be a banger just to catch up. Now I still think that it has the potential to surpass it as it plays out and as it continues to develop. But right now, we're in this market. The big whales, they control how the market is run. When they want to let the market run, they'll let it run. But, a lot of us got to sit and be patient and just wait. This is a game of patience. You know what I'm saying? We may see bigger dips. We might see a big bounce. But we have to be smart with our money, be patient. And then, I'm just going to slowly accumulate on these dips. I'm not going super heavy in on not one dip because, it was one thing I've learned in these markets, from the crypto markets and the stock markets. What can go low, what goes low can go lower. What can go high, what goes high can go higher as well. It works both ways. So I do want to wait on some very solid consolidation. I do not mind buying dips though, at very key levels that I have identified on my chart. Like I said, if it definitely comes down to this 22-cent range, 25-cent range, that is definitely a hot buy zone for me. But a lot of these times these coins, these cryptos do like to slowly get to these levels. You know what I mean? They do. A lot of the time they do. It may take a while, but a lot of the time it do. But if it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, seeing how this one technically could come back and form maybe possibly a double top or another pattern. We want to keep our eyes on the patterns on the charts for breakouts and all that and whatnot. That's a very good key, a very important trend for me. As you can see, if you draw a little trend line right here, you can see we kind of just trying to break out of this trend or maybe consolidate sideways for a little minute. But we want to see at least form some support at about 32 cents, or form a new level of support of consolidation. That would be a good side for crypto.com. But gotta keep our eyes on Bitcoin. It depends on what Bitcoin wants to do. If Bitcoin comes down, a lot of these other cryptos will come down, including VVS finance. But like I said, these are my updates on these two plays. I still like them. I'm still in them with y'all. I'm still earning these passively, still earning that VVS passively. And keep in mind, since you earn that VVS passively, you can't swap it out for other cryptos if you want it. So you don't have to look at it as just like, oh, I'm just earning VVS and that's it. If you're earning VVS, you can trade it for whatever you want. on here. You see what I'm saying? You can get USDT, which is a stable coin, and then trade that on another platform for whatever else you want. You know, you got to think of the big picture here. But as long as you're earning something passively, we're doing the right thing and we're getting this money. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that like button, hit that sub button, click those notifications on. Until next time, Densky out.